Hello everybody, I'm going to show you guys how to set up your engineering notebook for STEM class. So this is what you're going to start with when I make the notebook for you guys. Every project is going to have a different engineering notebook. An engineering notebook is a way for us to track your progress through each project. Every engineer, every professional engineer has some documentation of some sort that actually is a legal document for them. So if an engineer is working at Lockheed Martin, for example, designing a new wing structure for a fighter jet or something like that, they are going to keep very careful notes on the different testing phases, the different design phases, everything that goes into inventing this new or developing this new wing structure. So they're going to keep very careful notes. Why? Because if you're an engineer on a project, you might get pulled off of your project and assigned a different project. Or an engineer might have 3 different projects going at once. And then that project might get handed on to a new team. That happens all the time. If you ask any engineer, Boeing or Lockheed Martin or even around here, the different civil engineering firms that are around here, you'll see that if you talk to an engineer, they'll say, yeah, we've had projects taken from us all the time and given to other teams or given to us from another team. And when you get that information, when you get a new project, you get a bunch of documentation on that project, and you want to receive the best possible documentation from another team. So you would want to be able to document your project really, really well so that anybody could pick up what you've done and run with it, just to continue that project from exactly where you left off. If they just read your engineering notebook, then they'd be able to see, okay, exactly what you did and what your thought process was. They would be able to quickly go through all of the research that you went through in order to understand everything that they had to for this project. So that's all to say that you guys are going to be learning how to keep engineering notebooks in this class. It's a huge part of becoming an engineer. So this documentation, we have a very specific format, just like if you go to a certain company, they're going to have a very specific format for how to keep documentation as well, just so that one engineer can just glance at it and see exactly what the content is. So here is the engineering notebook. The first thing you're going to do is go to where it says your name in the header. So to get into the header, if I just click, it does nothing. I have to double click on the header in order to enter the header. And it says your name first, last. So for me, that's Anthony space Rennekamp. Your email at dunmorestudents.net. I'm just going to make one up pretending I'm a student. Rennekamp 2006. Okay, it took me to the next line, so I'm just going to go back to the R and backspace. And just because I like to have everything lined up. Okay, Rennekamp 2006 at dunmorestudents.net. Great. Okay, so now I've changed the header. Now here's the format that we're going to be doing. The format here is we put the date at every new entry. And new posts are going to go at the top. Now the nice thing about that is this little icon here shows the document outline. I could click on this, or I could go to View. I can click on Document Outline. View Document Outline, and it'll show me that post, 8/31/20. So if I want to go back to, hey, what was I doing back in such and such a date? Then everything that I give a heading 1 is going to be clickable. It'll take me right to it. So the way you start a new post is you go above, because new posts go at the top. So if today was the 1st of September, I would say 09/01/20, or you could put 9/1/20. I just like to have the characters all line up. So it makes a new clickable entry. Okay? And then after the 20, oh, and you'll see that up here where it had previously said normal text, now it says heading 1 under styles. So if you ever mess up and you want to create a new heading, like for example, if you wanted something to be a new heading right in the middle of text, you could always just create a new heading by changing the normal text to heading 1, and then it would make you a new thing. So here is a new heading, and you'll see that it pops up in the document outline. So that could be like an older date, like 08/30/20 or something like that. Now you'll find that if you click on the dates, it'll take you right there so that you can navigate through this notebook. This notebook's going to get really long, like 13 pages long or more. Okay, so you create a new post by putting the date in as a header 1 style. Right after you write that, you can just hit enter, and automatically the style changes to normal text. Now you can say, today I learned about the format for the engineering notebook. And I would classify that as research. So I'm going to tag that. Research. Research is a big part of what we do. There are different steps of the engineering design process, and we're going to be tagging those as we go along throughout this course. That's going to be a different video of what the different tags are. But the nice thing about that is I can do a search using Control F, and I'll be able to, at the end of this engineering notebook, I will be able to, when I have a whole bunch of different entries, I'll be able to say, okay, what days did I do research? Okay, I did research on September 1st. Great. And I'll be able to write that down in my summary of project at the end, which will be a different video. All right, so I hope this was helpful. If you want to make, let's say it's now the 2nd and you want to, like on Thursday, and you want to make another post, so you can just hit enter to make that post go down and then go up a little higher, and you'll find that you'll have a heading 1 already started, 09/02/20, and hit enter, and you have a new post. I hope this was helpful. We're going to be doing a lot of navigating through this document, so I want you guys to get familiar with it. So go ahead and create your first entry that'll say, today I learned about the format of the engineering notebook, and anything else that you want to make sure that you remember, you can write it down there. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you. Bye.